we is every goddamn one of us. Yeah. Anybody that wants to move in a soulful, groovy, kick-ass way, which we aspire to do. We don't always reach the heights that we would like to. But no, that song is, in all honesty, it's about, like, when I was just trying to figure out what kind of band we want to be, but just in my highest vision of what we could be as people, and my friends and my family, and just us being kind of maybe eccentric in our own way, or just trying not, maybe if you don't kind of fit a certain, if you don't walk down a certain line, it's okay to like shuffle down that line, and that shit might be way cooler than walking down that line. And then I had this cat named Lily, who was a beautiful cat, and she's still out there, but somebody else feeds her and takes care of her now. And that's what happens when you're a traveling man, but or woman, I would suppose. But anyway, let's get back to Lily. So Lily has a crooked tail, and I would admire her crooked tail, and kind of reminded me of just my friends, myself, and that sometimes the so-called, which is a terrible word for it because it is an imperfection, but something that could be perceived as an imperfection is really something that is really cool and beautiful. And that was kind of to get into the poetic meaning of the song, that was kind of my inspiration for, like, all my friends got crooked tails, that's the way I like it, that's what I need. Like, I don't want anything too processed, too clean, too pretty. Maybe pretty, but not, you know what I mean.
I was a fool to think I could get to you. Oh honey, sometimes you played a fool too.
We were just trying to make a beautiful record, and to kind of solidify ourselves as this band. Like, I've been doing my thing for 10 years, and not my thing, but, you know, solo for a while. Malachi, my dear friend who plays drums, he's been with me for about that long. And Jeff Ratner has been on board for about 4 years. Excuse me. And then David has been with us for about 3. So this was the first record that, as like the Law Band, we all got to record together, and it certainly felt like the most cohesive, kind of raw, dirty, the kind of dudes that, like, raw and dirty, but like in a clean, respectful way, you know.
All right. When I was a little boy,
I remember, because I grew up in Pennsylvania, in Langhorne, Pennsylvania, and people were like, what was growing up in Langhorne, Pennsylvania? How did that, like, develop your sound? And the only way you love it, you're from Langhorne? Well, I'm not about to diss Langhorne. Yeah, well, right on. Me too. And, but growing up there, I was like, I felt kind of lonely and weird. Now I go back and I feel less lonely, but still weird. But I think for me, like, it developed my sound because I didn't have, like, a lot of friends at the time growing up, and I spent just time, like, alone in my room playing guitar, so it kind of just helped me maybe become it gave me like an outlet or a release or something to pass the damn time. And then I've moved around a bunch. I'm kind of just a wandering soul. So I don't know, like, how these places affect the music. I know how certain people have affected my music. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think too much about it. It's more of a subconscious kind of a thing. But yes, Pennsylvania pride, 100%, Bucks County, go Eagles, okay. The song's called Salvation. No, I have no inspirations. I hung a poster of myself on the wall when I was a kid, and I just sat back and I was like, someday, son, someday. I think I was 14. My older cousin David, I was a huge Nirvana fan. Never did get to see them before Kurt left, but I was a huge Nirvana fan, and he taught me Polly, and I just sat there and played Polly so many times, and like, that's the awesome. If you learn, even if you, like, suck at your instrument, but you love the song so much, it doesn't matter that, oh, that's just rude. Yeah, so I just sat there and played that over and over again until I kind of the E chord and put it there, and another chord and put it there, and then made up my own words to poly dissected and chopped up and put in a different way. And that's how I started to write songs.
Maybe someday you'll be happy and I'll be happy too.
Before we ever had any ounce of success in any other way, it was just through touring our butts off, and we still tour about 8-9 months out of the year, and just crisscross around the country. And when we can, we go other countries and everything. But for me, that was always the main draw, is to connect with an audience. In fact, like this, there's some awkwardness about just being in front of people and being asked questions and trying to answer them honestly, but like, how do I look? How do I sound? There's like a weird, awkward insecurity about it. But if there's nobody here, it makes me feel completely crazy. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Guys, really, I appreciate you being here, and thank you for supporting our band and being awesome. Thank you guys so much.